On the missing submarine were 33 sailors from the Argentinian Navy on board. The Navy had been searching for the missing submarine, Era San Juan, for 2 weeks. The vessel had left Ushuaia on November 15 for a patrol mission before it went missing. The captain, Roberto Daniel Alejandro Avila, was the commander of the ship. The crew also included 1 officer, 22 petty officers and 8 non-commissioned officers. The ship had been sent to carry out a routine transit mission in the South Atlantic. The submarine was equipped with diesel-electric engines, and communication and navigation systems. Era San Juan was also armed with torpedoes and HETS anti-ship missiles. Lieutenant Federico Daniel Ponce was in charge of the navigation technology. Chief Petty Officer Hernan Rodolfo Romanin was in charge of the submarine's engines. Francisco Martin Cristoforo was the submariner's doctor. The navigation officer was Luis Esteban Beltramo. Other crew members included Chief Petty Officer Cesar Gabriel Molina and Chief Petty Officer Humberto Omar Bordolai. Chief Petty Officer Wenda Alexander Payton was responsible for the air conditioning. The communications officer was Patricio Freire. The chief mechanic was Carlos Esteban Alarcon. The second in command was Julio Antonio Heredia. Other personnel included Senior Petty Officers Luis Alberto Niz, Raúl Gonzalo Ochoa and Claudio Eduardo Diaz. Chief Petty Officer Alejandro Dion was in charge of the torpedoes. Petty Officer Jesus Villalobos was the electrical operator. Petty Officer Fernando Mario Spino was responsible for the communication systems. Chief Petty Officer Cesar Armando Rebuffo was the ship's gunner. The submarine also had 2 cooks on board, Gumercindo Rodriguez and Carlos Suarez. 3 crew members were members of the Naval Academy, Martin Alejandro Aldea, Victor Hugo Coria and Bruno Alejandro Ambuo. Petty Officer Eduardo Araya Pizarro was the mechanical operator.